Hello everyone, my name is Abhimanyu Parekh. I am a second year computer science engineering student at Bennett University. Today I will be explaining to you a very important and a fun learning concept of algorithms, which is divide and conquer. Let me start by explaining to you what exactly is divide and conquer. So basically this algorithms works by separating a problem into various sub-problems, then solving each of the sub-problems separately and then combining them together to get the desired output. Let me explain it to you in a better way. So first let me explain to you the concept of divide and conquer algorithm. Suppose this is a problem. Then we divide the problem into various sub-problems. Then each sub-problem is solved separately. And the solution of that is combined together to get a solution to the problem. Consider a problem P where you have to apply divide and conquer approach. Considering the size of this P is 2 to the power k. So the first step would be to split the problem P1 and P2. The size will be reduced, which will be 2 to the power k minus 1. Then we'll further split the problem P3, P4. This will be P5 and P6. Similarly, the size will be reduced. In this case, it will be n by 4, which is also equal to 2 to the power k minus 2. And we'll split the problem until the problem is small enough to solve and the size is 2 to the power 0, which is equal to 1. This will be the case where the problem will be solvable. And the number of times this problem will be splitted will be equal to k. Let us now discuss the time complexity for the problems of divide and conquer. Let the time complexity be T of n. The problem P, whose size is n. Now for time complexity, in divide and conquer, we have to split the problem into sub-problem. So the time complexity will also split, which will be T of n by 2 plus T of n by 2. This is the case where the problem is split into two parts and an additional function will be added. This will be the time taken to combine. This can be written as t to the 2t n by 2 plus f of n. So from this, we can write a generalized form for the time complexity, which will be time complexity is equal to some constant t n divided by some other constant b plus the function of n, which is the time complexity to combine the problems. You'll understand the concept of divide and conquer in a much better way by seeing this example. This is the problem of merge sort. Considering this an unsorted array, we start by splitting these two. What we get from here is 8742 and 9156. Here we see that these can again be divided. So here we get 8742, 91 and 56. we see that these are again these again can be divided, which will make it much easier for us. So the single numbers 8, 7, 4, 2, 9, 1, 5 and 6. This is the stage where divide ends. And now we begin with conquer. So the first step would be to sort these two. First step would be to sort these two, then these, then these and then these. So what we get here is 7 and 8, 7 being the smaller one and 8 being the bigger one. Here 2 the smaller one and 4 the bigger one. Here 1 and 9 and here 5 and then 6. Now we'll merge these two together and these two together. And what we get here is 2, 4, 7, 8 and 1, 5, 6, 9. Note that these and these two are in a sorted manner. So what we have to do now is combine them together and get the final output, which would be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 9. As we can see here, these two are already sorted, so we just have to combine them in an ascending order. And here we get our sorted array. And this is how you solve a problem using a divide and conquer approach. Let us now recall what we have learned so far. The first step is to identify the problem, whether divide and conquer approach is applicable here. If it is possible, then there are 3 steps to divide and conquer. The first one is divide, second one is conquer, and third one is combine. Here you divide the problem into sub-problems. Here you solve them, and here you get the desired output. The golden rules to keep in mind. Apart from all this, we have learned the time complexity in a generalized manner, which would be T of n is equal to a constant, then T n divided by another constant b plus a function of n. Keep in mind that the function here, which is an addition to time complexity, is because of this step. Now, keeping all these things in mind, you are now a master of divide and conquer algorithm. Congratulations. I hope that by now you have understood the concept of divide and conquer and you won't face any problem in that. Thank you for watching the video.